Greenyarden, our budget eco garden. This is our sunjoe electric tiller full review. Sunjoe electric tiller comes in a box that weighs less than 30 pounds. Easy to assemble, and the electric motor is under a plastic housing that is secured with 4 Phillips screws. This is the 13.5 amp electric motor. There are different versions out there. There are 6 tines, each with 4 blades on them. That's the gearbox in the middle, connected to the drive shaft, which is connected to the electric motor. There are 2 plastic wheels, which do not look like a lot, but we didn't have any problem with them and we gave it a beating. There's a 3-way adjustable height setting. Just pull back. You'll have to remove that strip to get wheels up. Took a while to figure that out. There are 4 bolts with plastic heads, and it was suggested online to put hose clamps around the rod assembly here. Did not find that necessary at all. Held well throughout testing. This is a weight that we picked up at a local store in a bungee cord. Adds 10 pounds of weight to this lightweight tiller. This also worked out well. I can recommend that. The handle assembly. The handles are plastic with a rubberized top, a trigger switch with a safety switch. Felt quite comfortable, and a rather short cord. So we have our outdoor 50-foot 12-gauge cord. We look at the chart. 12 gauge 50 feet gives us up to 15 amps. That's great for this 13.5 amp motor. Gloves, hearing protection, eye protection. And we're going to start on the south side of the Greenyarden home, this overgrown area. First thing we did was cut off all the foliage that we could. Took a pickaxe to remove a lot of bricks that were embedded. We didn't want to damage the blades to the tiller. Although we did not get all of the bricks, and we did run into it with the tiller, but it did not damage it, just kept on tilling. Yeah, once we got that little weasel going, it just went to work on this sandy-like soil. Your results may differ depending on if you have clay soil and the moisture level of that, but guaranteed it's going to chop through it. It's really lightweight, so it's comfortable to use. It tills on the forward and the back, and I've used a rental gas tiller before that really only did a good job on the back pull. That was a lockup. That's an obstruction. Let's listen to that again. When you hear that sound, you want to let off the trigger, unplug, always unplug prior to blade approach. Get a tool or something. In this case, I'm picking out a root. There were also small roots and vines tangled up in the tines. So I took a box cutter, some needle nose pliers, pruners. I used the loppers, pickaxe, and even one of the bamboo sticks to push out the dirt and pull out the vines. And in no time, we were ready to go at it again. It's doing a good job on the south side of the house here, buzzing right through it. This is the before and the after, doing some grading. And the before and after, ready to plant. That went so well that we took it out to the median to make a flower bed. And 1 hour later, we were planting flowers. Really zipped through that grassy knoll. Then we took it back to where we cut a lot of bamboo. You can see the stumps on the right and the bamboo in the back. The theory was to kind of run up under the root of the bamboo. Hopefully, we found out differently later, but it provided a good testing ground to really challenge the tiller. Now we're really pushing on it, and it doesn't let up. It goes down about 9 inches. So we try it again, and it doesn't stop. Digs right in. And we're even hitting it up against that bamboo piece. We're trying to get up under the root. This is a test after all. We're down about 12 to 15 inches. Just provided a good test. It did not remove the bamboo. You can see that the left handle now I've replaced with a piece of bamboo. The plastic handles are held on basically with only 2 screws. And they don't go all the way through the body of the hollow handle. The handles are hollow because the one has the trigger assembly in it, as well as the cord running through. There are other screws that hold those pieces together, but only 2 main ones that go onto the rod assembly. So that didn't stop me. I just held it by the crossbar. The dirt shield really kept it from running back on my feet and just paying attention and rocking back and forth. And this worked absolutely fine this way. But I think that could be an improvement for the tool. In any case, we went through an area where we took out bamboo before, started chopping right through, taking out lanes. Lots of fun as it just dug right through the sandy soil and the roots. No problem at all until it jerked when it hit a small root, and I heard some grinding. I looked at the bottom, and this bracket, that's the one that holds the gearbox, and the drive shaft is in there. This bracket cracked, and that was game over. I'm sure this probably had a hairline crack for me slamming it into the bamboo the way I did before. No. Yes, this happened. Really this intermittent shorting out, I took the housing off. I checked all 7 connections, and they seemed tight, which was confusing to me. And on the back, this is called a thermal fuse. Assumedly to keep it from overheating. I'm not an electrician. This is what I read online. Well, this zip tie is poorly placed and pushes on the connection. And I didn't like that, so I cut off the zip tie and wrapped this with black tape. And it started working again fine, but I had a couple of problems, and I thought, why don't I just remove the thermal fuse, fashion a blade out of an old fuse, connect the red and black together directly, bypassing the fuse. And it worked brilliantly the rest of the time for many hours. No problem overheating or any kind of problem at all. So this would void your warranty if you did it, but for me, it provided the ability to keep going on when I had a job to get done. All in all, the tool is great. It's lightweight. It's pretty tough for what it is. I would suggest you don't beat yours up as hard as I did. I would get a weight and add that to it. It's much like using a vacuum. It's very lightweight. I deem it to be safe. Just be sure to unplug it when you're down there by the blades. It's great for creating a quick flower bed, digging a hole. I would always be sure that there are no obstructions like large rocks or pieces of metal, cables, or anything in the ground when you're doing this, but that would be standard with any tiller. All in all, considering the price and what this can do, I'll give it the green light rating, and we'd suggest you buy it if you need a tiller. It's a low-cost investment that can get a lot of work done. Thanks for watching our video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you dig this. And as always, keep it green.